Hello everyone, this is the continuation of our previous video where we have started solving the previous year MCQ questions of STPGT Biological Science for the year 2017. So in the previous video we have solved the MCQ questions till 40th number. So let's begin with 41st number of question, that is, how many equatorial division are necessary in a onion cell root tip to produce 56 number of cells. Option A is 64, B is 255, option C is 8 and D is none of the above. So the correct answer is option C, that is 8 divisions. So one cell will produce 2, 2 cell will produce 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 32, 32 64, 64 to 128, 128 to 256. So 1 division, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 division. So total 8 division would require to produce 256 cells. Next question is, during cell division, cell plate is formed which of the following stages? Option A interphase, B cytokinesis, C karyokinesis, D none of the above. So cell wall or the cellular plate formation takes place during cytokinesis, that is division of cytoplasm, whereas karyokinesis basically means division of nucleus. So here they are asking cellular plate. The cytoplasm divides into two cells. One cell will divide into two cells by the separation of their cytoplasm. This is the correct answer. Syncytium or coinocyte formation takes place when? The syncytium formation takes place. Option A karyokinesis is followed by cytokinesis. Option B cytokinesis not followed by karyokinesis. C is karyokinesis do not occurs. Option D none of the above. So when karyokinesis is not followed by cytokinesis, means only the nuclear division will occur. Nuclear division, that is karyokinesis. After that there is no cytokinesis. Cytokinesis does not happen. So that will lead to huge number of nucleus inside the cell, is known as syncytium. So option B is correct. Question number 44 says, which of the longest phase of meiosis? Option A prophase 1, option B prophase 2, option C anaphase 2, option D metaphase 1. So option A is correct. Prophase 1 is the largest one. Prophase 1 of meiosis 1 is the largest phase of cell cycle, a meiotic cell cycle. Next question is, which of the following is not characteristic feature of mitosis? Which of the following is not seen during mitotic cell division? A is movement of chromosome, B is synapsis, C is spindle fiber formation, D is none of the above. So option B, that is synapsis, is characteristic feature of meiosis, which is absent in mitosis. So synapsis is the correct answer. Next is, the lowest water potential is found in which of the following? Option A root hairs, B is leaves, C is xylem, D is phloem. So the lowest water potential is found in leaves. Lowest water potential is found in leaves. when the concentration of solute is low in plant cell, what will happen? Absorption of water will be option A increase, option B decreased, option C absent, or option D none of the above. So when the concentration of the solute is low in the plant cell, so the absorption of water will be decreased. It will reduce the absorption of water. So option B is correct. Question number 48. Stomata open at night. Which of the type of organisms that remain kept stomata open at night? Option A succulents, option B hydrophytes, option C halophytes, or none of the above. So succulents plants, they kept open their stomata at night. During the day period, they keep their stomata closed to avoid loss of water through the process called transpiration. So option A is correct. Next question is, which one of the following group of micronutrients in plants? Option A is Fe, Mn, Cu, O and C. Option B is Ca, Mg, Fe. D is Fe, Mn, Cu, Mo, Zn, or none of the above. So option C is correct for micronutrient. All of them are micronutrients, whereas magnesium, oxygen, carbon dioxide, these are macronutrients. So option C is correct. Next question is, which of the following is a free living anaerobic nitrogen fixer? One is option A is Baeger Inkia, Rhodospirillum, Rhizobium, Azotobacter. So the correct answer for this is option B. Rhodospirillum is free living and also anaerobic organism, means they can survive even in absence of oxygen. Question number 51 says, enzyme nitrogenase converts option A atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia, B is ammonia into nitrate or nitrite, C is nitrate to nitrite, or D is none of the above. So nitrogenase, the enzyme that can fix atmospheric nitrogen, so it converts nitrogen to ammonia. So option A is correct. It converts atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia. Next question is the example of a water soluble pigment, the pigment that can be dissolved in water. A is chlorophyll A, B is chlorophyll B, C is anthocyanin, D is xanthophyll. So among them, option C, that is anthocyanin, is a water soluble, can be dissolved in water. It is dissolved in water. Question number 53. The process which makes major difference between C3 and C4 plants. What is the process that is the major difference between C3 and C4? Option A is respiration, B is photorespiration, C is Calvin cycle, D is glycolysis. So option B is correct. Photorespiration is relatively absent in C4 due to presence of bundle sheath. Bundle sheath cell, where the dark reaction is taking place. Bundle sheath cell is the site of dark reaction, which significantly reduce the tendency of photorespiration. So option B is correct. Next question says, the non-cyclic photophosphorylation results in the production of ADP, ATP, ATP NADPH, ATP NADPH, or GTP. So the correct answer is ATP and NADPH. During non-cyclic phosphorylation, we know PS1 and PS2 both are involved in non-cyclic. So that leads to formation of ATP and NADPH. Whereas in case of cyclic, only PS1 is involved, and that leads to the production of only ATP. No NADPH is produced. So option C is correct. In Krebs cycle, the hydrogen of malic acid is accepted by A is FMN, B is COA, C is FAD, D is NAD. So in the Krebs cycle, the malic acid is converted into oxaloacetic acid. In that reaction, this hydrogen is released and hydrogen goes with the NAD plus H. It will form NADH. So correct answer is option D, that is NAD is the acceptor molecule of hydrogen. Next question is the last electron acceptor in ETS or electron transport system is A is oxygen, B is cytochrome C, C is cytochrome A3, D is water. So the last electron acceptor molecule is oxygen. So oxygen is the correct answer. When tripalmethane is a respiratory substrate, the RQ value, that is respiratory quotient. Respiratory quotient value, options are 0.7, B is 1.0, C is 1.6, D is none of the above. So this tripalmethane have RQ value of 0.7. So A is correct. Which of the following element is essential for evolution of oxygen during photosynthesis? Options are magnesium, manganese, ferrous, or none of the above. So the manganese is essential for photolysis of water. That ultimately leads to the formation of O2, that is byproduct of photosynthesis. So this manganese is essential. The option B is correct. Next question is during aerobic respiration, acetyl CoA is synthesized. Option A is cytosol, glyoxymal matrix, mitochondrial matrix, or none of the above. So the correct answer is mitochondrial matrix. So glucose is converted to pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid will then be converted into acetyl CoA, and this will happen in mitochondrial matrix. The option C is correct. Next is cytokinin is not found in root apex, shoot apex, young fruit, or mature fruit. The cytokinin is not found in mature fruits because cytokinin, the major function of cytokinin is cell division. So root apex is region where cell division is taking place. Similarly, shoot apex and young fruits where extensive cell division is taking place, whereas mature fruit usually do not require any sort of cell division, so it will lack cytokinin, or it may contain very minute amount. Next question is which of the following function in plant is not effectively controlled by auxin? Means this auxin does not control which of the following? A is photosynthesis, photorespiration, C is growth, D is apical dominance. So photosynthesis is not at all controlled by auxin. It controls phototropism, it controls growth, it controls apical dominance. These are the things that are directly influenced by auxin. But photosynthesis is not directly influenced by auxin. Next question is, genetically dwarf plant may be induced to grow tall by the application of A is auxin, B is gibberellin, C is cytokinin, D is none of the above. So the correct answer is gibberellin. So gibberellin was discovered due to a where we can see that due to the application of gibberellin, it leads to extensive growth of plant. That is also called as foolish seedling. Foolish seedling, that leads to the discovery of gibberellin. So gibberellin basically it helps in the growth of the plant. So the small dwarf plant will grow very tall if gibberellin is provided. So option B is correct. Next question is, seed of winter varieties are benefited by which of the following methods? Option A senescence, B photoperiodism, D vernalization, and D none of the above. So vernalization is the correct answer, where we gave cold treatment to induce seed germination or flowering. So winter is basically characterized by the low temperature. So this process is known as vernalization. So option C is correct. Next is, the middle part of small intestine is known as jejunum, B is duodenum, C is ileum, D is none of the above. So option A is correct. So the structure of intestine, if you see, first of all duodenum, then the middle part is known as jejunum, and the end part, last part, is known as ileum. This is last part. First is duodenum, then middle part is jejunum. So the correct answer is jejunum. Next is, deficiency of which vitamin causes keratomalacia? Option A is vitamin K, B is vitamin D, C is vitamin E, D is vitamin A. So this keratomalacia is caused by deficiency of vitamin A. So option D is correct. Next is, entry of food into the larynx is prevented by which of the following? Option A is diaphragm, option B is epiglottis, option C is frenulum, D is none of the above. So epiglottis is the structure that prevents the food to take entry into the respiratory tract. So option B is correct. Next is, respiratory rhythmic center is present in cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla oblonga, or hypothalamus. So this respiratory rhythmic center is present in medulla oblonga. So option C is correct. Next is, the enzyme carbonic anhydrase is present in A is blood plasma, B is platelets, C is RBC, D is WBC. So this enzyme carbonic anhydrase is present inside RBC, red blood cell. So option C is the correct answer. Next is, which blood vessel in mammal normally carries largest amount of urea? Which blood vessels carry largest amount of urea? Hepatic vein, renal artery, hepatic portal vein. So among them, hepatic vein carries high amount of high urea. high urea. Next question is, the part of the nephron which opens into collecting duct is called Henle's loop, distal convoluted tubule, both of the above or none of the above. So the correct answer is distal convoluted tubule. So if you see the basic structure of our nephron, that is the functional unit of kidney, we will see like this. So this is a proximal convoluted tubule, this is Henle's loop, this one is DCT, and this is collecting duct. So now we can see that DCT is connected to the collecting duct. So the answer is distal convoluted tubule. The volume of urine is regulated by testosterone, aldosterone, testosterone or an ADH, aldosterone and ADH. So the volume of urine is regulated by aldosterone and ADH. That basically increases the or helps in the contraction of the blood vessels. That ultimately increase the blood pressure. That increase the urine volume. Next question is, Haversian canal is present in teeth, muscle, bone or none of the above. This Haversian canal is present in bone. C is correct. Next question is, which of the following has oxygen storing capacity? A is myoglobin, B is actin, C is myosin, D is none of the above. So myoglobin has the oxygen storing capacity, storage of oxygen. Next is, the junction of axon and dendron is called synaptic knob, synapse, synaptic vessel or none of the above. The junction between axon and dendron is called synapse. So B is correct. Next question is, color blindness is due to defect in which of the following? Rhodopsin, rods, cones or none of the above. This color blindness is basically due to the defect in cones. So C is correct. Next question is, which of the following secretes somatostatin? Is it Brunner's gland, pituitary gland, parathyroid gland or islet of Langerhans? So this somatostatin is released by islet of Langerhans. D is right. Next question says, excess of which hormone cause Cushing syndrome? Options are, A is thyroxine, B is cortisol, C is adrenaline, D is calcitonin. The correct answer is option B, that is cortisol. Cortisol causes Cushing syndrome. Next question is, sporopollenin is a chemical substance found in is exine of pollen grain, intine of pollen grain, tapetum of anther and none of the above. This sporopollenin is the structural components of exine of pollen grains. It is present in exine of pollen grains. It is one of the strongest substances present on earth. Next is, the point of attachment of funicle with the body of ovule is known as, A is integument, chalaza, hilum or micropyle. So the region where this funel and the ovule is attached is known as hilum. The option C is correct. Next question is, which of the following pollination is autogamous? Autogamous or self pollination mainly happens in genogamy, cleistogamy, chesmogamy, or none of the above. So option B, that is cleistogamy, means where the flower is closed, flower remain closed, so that will increase the chances of autogamy, that is autonomous self pollination. Next question is, in monocotyledon plants, the cotyledon is called. Option are epicotyle, plumule, radicle, or scutellum. So in monocotyledon plants, the cotyledon is called as scutellum. So option D is correct. Next question is, testa of seed is produced from. Option A, outer integument of the ovule, inner integument of the ovule, wall of ovary, or hilum. So this testa is formed from the outer integument of the ovule. Outer integument of the ovule is responsible for the formation of testa. Next question is, the number of chromosome in root cell of plant is 42. What will be the number of chromosome in synergids? So options are 14, 42, 21, and none of the above. So the correct answer is option C, that is 21. So root cells are usually diploid, that is 2n, whereas synergids are haploid, that is n. So it will have half components. If 42, the half will be 21. So 21 is correct answer. Next question is, the shortest phase in menstrual cycle is. A is ovulatory phase, luteal phase, menstrual phase, or none of the above. So the shortest is the ovulatory phase, that lasts approx 1 day. So this is the shortest phase in the menstrual cycle. Next question is, which of the following hormone is not secreted by human placenta? Option is A is estrogen, prolactin, HCG, HPL. So prolactin is released by pituitary gland, not from the human placenta. So option B is correct. Next question says, the hormone responsible for uterine contraction during the parturition is. Options are relaxin, oxytocin, vasopressin, or none of the above. So oxytocin is the hormone that is responsible for contraction. So answer is option B. Next question is, what is the site of fertilization in mammals? Option A cervix, B uterus, C vagina, D fallopian tube. So in mammals, the fertilization takes place in fallopian tubes. Next question is, acrosome of sperm is derived from. Option A Golgi bodies, B endoplasmic reticulum, C lysosome, D none of the above. So this acrosome of the sperm is derived from Golgi apparatus. So option A is correct. So with that we came to end of this particular video. So in the next video we will continue from 89 number of questions. So stay tuned for the next.